Indian herbs on a ketogenic diet. Some few herbs which can help you to improvise your lifestyle. We'll be discussing them also and how we can include them in different ways. These herbs are literally... See, the point here is because ketogenic diet works as a Western concept. We always heard from the Western world about ketogenic diet. And then after that, they started talking about these herbs, these spices, their benefits. And we did not even realize that we have them right in our kitchen. So when you're making an Indian keto version, you're practically getting a better version which has more spices and more herbs which can help you to bring anti-inflammatory benefits, which can help you to lower down your blood sugar. It's just that you have to be actively utilizing them and not overdo these spices just because they have benefits. Today we are going to be discussing which herbs and spices which are going to be important in a ketogenic diet. These are only going to be 3 to 4 herbs and spices which we'll be talking about, the common ones. The second thing is how they can help you with your immunity and your anti-inflammatory benefits. Third thing is I'll be talking about how you can include them in your ketogenic diet, and this does not sound like an experiment on spices. So let's understand more about in detail. Chapter 1, cinnamon, blood sugar stability. But for me, cinnamon on my cappuccino is something which I love the most. I would love to make a almond milk cappuccino, slightly warm almond milk, add a shot of coffee, sprinkle some cinnamon on top of it, maybe add a drop of apple essence if I feel like. Feels like apple cinnamon latte. I just gave you my recipe which I love the most when you enjoy having it every day while being on keto. Cinnamon has different options for you. There's cinnamon powder, there's cinnamon stick. It is part of the typical khade garam masala which normally Indian household uses. Cinnamon helps you to improve your insulin sensitivity. Cinnamon helps you to lower down your glucose, and it has been studied over a period of time that it has modest effects on HbA1c over a period when you use cinnamon. Compounds like cinnamaldehyde, which is present in cinnamon, influence your glucose metabolism, and hence you see improving insulin sensitivity over a period. From the keto perspective, cinnamon will help you with your post-meal glucose response. It will help you with reducing your cravings. It will help you to improve your insulin sensitivity on a ketogenic diet as well. And here's an important key, that cinnamon works best when carbs are reduced. It doesn't work if you simply have a lot of carbs in your diet. So practical use on a ketogenic diet, how you can do this, you can add cinnamon to your black coffee. Just simply add cinnamon to your black coffee, you will love it. You will realize that your black coffee becomes much more interesting. You can add cinnamon to your curd. If it is included in your plan, quite a lot of people, they do not consume curd on keto, has higher carbohydrates. But if you have 50 grams of curd or 75 grams of curd, you can add cinnamon to your curd as well. You can add cinnamon to warm water. You can generally also add cinnamon in your daily diet, in your daily food which we use. You can also try a flour-based green tea and add cinnamon to it. It works wonders with it. So this is where you can actually utilize cinnamon, will help you to improve your insulin sensitivity. Now we move to chapter number 2, turmeric, inflammation and immunity. Our best friend during COVID. Just simply put haldi in water and have it. Turmeric, also called as haldi, is something which everybody knows about. This helps you over a period of time to get anti-inflammatory benefits subjective to what kind of diet are you consuming. You may add this into your food, but you cannot exceed it. It is not like a seasoning. Cinnamon, you can add it like a seasoning. Turmeric, you cannot. Curcumin, which is an active compound present in turmeric, helps you to lower down your CRP levels, helps you to improve your immune system, helps you to support your overall body's functions, and also reduce inflammation. This is where turmeric plays a very important role. Chronic inflammation results in weight gain, obesity, joint pain, fatigue, and so much more. Keto helps in reducing your inflammation also, but turmeric helps in enhancing it. This is synergy, not supplementation. You're not supplementing yourself with turmeric. You don't need turmeric in water every day. Will not help you. Black pepper along with turmeric can help you with absorption. Utilize it in your daily food. Sometimes when you feel that, okay, you have completely missed out on turmeric, you've been traveling and you want to improve your immunity, maybe on the weekends you can add some turmeric to hot water as well. But practically it can be used in your normal food as well. And this will help you to improvise your overall body's inflammation and also helps you to make sure that your body remains healthy. We move to chapter number 3, fenugreek and black seeds. Glucose and lipid profile support. Fenugreek, which is also called as methi, helps you to reduce glucose absorption, improves your insulin sensitivity, gets you enough fiber if you're eating fresh methi. Even if you use the dried one called as kasuri methi, you can obviously add it to your dishes. You can add it as a garnish. Helps you to lower down your glucose levels and helps you to improve your insulin sensitivity. Very underrated, very common in our Indian kitchen and very less used. If you add kasuri methi to any kind of paneer recipe, you would enjoy it much more because it tastes so different. It has a very different kind of smell. Whereas during the season time, you get fresh fenugreek leaves, You can also make saag out of it. You can make some vegetables out of it. A lot of options to use. Flaxseed kalonji helps you with glucose modulation, helps you with lipid markers, and also helps you with anti-inflammatory benefits. These are relevant for people who have pre-diabetes, those who have type 2 diabetes, those who have been dealing with blood sugar issues. They can definitely use herbs to assess their metabolism, but you need to change your metabolic state, that is adapt to ketogenic diet. That will help you to get the maximum benefits, whereas these herbs will only enhance those benefits and assist you. Chapter 4, most important chapter, the right way of using herbs on ketogenic diet or on a low carb diet. What most people do, they will simply overdo every herb. They will overdo cinnamon, they will overdo turmeric, they will overdo kalonji, and they will simply feel that, okay, yes, this is important. There are people who have started with methi dana pani, jeera pani, then there is turmeric water, 6 types of water in the morning, and they don't even know why they're having it. Are they useful or not? And when I ask them, do you have turmeric water just with hot water? Yes. Turmeric without black pepper does not help in absorption, by the way. There are a lot of misconceptions about having these waters in the morning. Don't overdo things. Firstly. Second, replacing your discipline with herbs. I would eat a pizza in the evening last night, but I will have cinnamon in the morning. It doesn't help. Your pizza simply increased your blood sugar, got you out of ketosis, or did not let your low carb diet stick to. So no matter how much ever cinnamon you have, it is not going to help you. And third is that treat herbs like medicines. They treat turmeric like medicine, 1 spoon turmeric. I've seen people doing that just for the sake of finishing out these herbs and trying to include them in daily diet. Do not treat them like medicines. They are a good add-on to have, not almost every day, maybe let's say some days which you want to, but again, you have to make sure that you use them like a seasoning, you use them like a herb. So let's be clear that herbs are metabolic enhancers. They're not fat loss foundations, okay? Foundation must be controlling on carbs, protein management, proper sleep, taking care of enough fiber, and also dialing in movement. Then herbs will help you to enhance these factors one by one. So to sum it up, superfoods are not imported. They are in your kitchen as well. You need to just include them in moderate quantities, stay disciplined, make sure that your diet is powerful enough, and then only these will help you. So I hope you like the video. Share this with your friends, subscribe to the channel pressing the bell icon. If you want to learn about supplementation for females, how they can fix their hormones, check out this video. If you want to learn about the blood markers which matter more and you will understand and assess whether exactly how your body is responding, check out this video. This is Rav Kamra. I'll see you next week, 6 p.m. signing off.